Good morning, everyone, and I'm sorry, good afternoon, everyone. I'm recording this in the morning, but by the time you see it, it will be afternoon. I am going to show you what you are responsible for doing today. Remember that you are not talking during this class period, you are working solely on your narrative essay. Okay, so I am sharing my screen. If you can look at your screen and notice what is on it. This is the document that I created yesterday for you, and you can um, go in and open it up yourself in this ISCS extension task assignment. It is called What to Include in a Narrative. And so basically, this is what you're going to include. You're going to have your introduction. This is going to set up your main characters and the setting. Um, you always want to include your main, the primary characters, right? The characters that are going to be doing the most in the story and your setting. Tell the reader where you are and why you're there, because you know what the writing prompt is, but your reader does not. So you have to explain what's happening. Now, number two is the plot. Basically, a plot is a sequence of events that creates the main event or the main storyline. That's the plot. Okay, we talked about characters. These are the important people in your narrative. We talked about setting. This is the time and place the story is told. And then next is the climax. And the climax is the most intense or exciting part of your story. This is what's going to draw your reader in and be like, oh my gosh, did you know what happened to so and so? Okay. So remember the example I gave you about meeting someone that you marry. The 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 rising action that is going up the hill. This is setting everything up. In the center is the falling in love and all the fancy dates and whatever people fall in love, whatever. And then um, the conclusion is going down the hill, right? And the conclusion is so and so got married and had 50 children, right? So the end. And so the conclusion would be the end or finish of the event process. So I'm not saying write about two people falling in love and getting married and having 50 children. I'm saying whatever your storyline is, whatever your plot is what you're going to make sure you have a climax and a conclusion. Okay. You have your rising action and your falling action, just like a hill. Okay, so you're going to go to, and I think I went a little bit too fast right here. You're going to go to the document that is called First Draft of the Narrative. Okay, now this was supposed to be due on yesterday, but because we were out an extra day, I'm changing that date to today. So your first draft of your narrative essay is going to be due today. So I want you to make sure that you are completing your first draft. So this is going to be a messy copy. Okay. Once um, you can start off by, remember, you want to tab and you want to say something like, my name is Stephanie Corville. Make sure you are using proper capitals. My name is Stephanie Corville, and I'm a famous archaeologist in St. Martin Parish. I came to know about the SMJH dig location because I am connected to people who live here. I was once a teacher at this school, and now I am going to be digging up its artifacts from a catastrophic event that took place in this little town of St. Martin Hill, Louisiana. See how quickly that comes together? We know the writing prompt, so I'm not going to go over that again. If you need to, you can go over the direction page. And I will show you the direction page is right here. If stones could speak, you can put your mouse over it and the little screen tip will pop up. It says if stones could speak extension task directions. So that is there for your use. So in this paragraph, I'm going to talk about my team. My dig team includes up and coming archaeologists and people who are volunteering to help discover what exactly took place here at SMJH. We will, for the purposes of this project, focus on one room or one location within the school grounds, because it can be anywhere inside or outside of the building as long as it's on the school grounds. It looks like I did misspell artifacts, so I'm going to come over here, click on it, and let it fix it for me. People are, yep, typos, so let it fix it for you. You can fix all that as you go. Okay, so they want they want me to fix my dig team to dog team, but I know that that's not going to be correct. So I'm going to click the little X and I'm going to click ignore. Okay, so and that's what you're going to do. The rest of my paragraphs, in this paragraph, I can list names. So, if I want to do that, I can list names. My next paragraph might talk about the tools we're going to use. My next paragraph might talk about finds. What are we finding? Um, and because I said in fact, this my dig team could actually be part of the introduction, really, because it's setting up the main characters and it's setting up the setting. So I can make that part of my introduction, right? And then go into the rest. Okay, so I say who I am, and I am setting it up, saying we are at the SMJH dig location. So I've taken care of that criteria, that setting up that introduction. Now we're going to go into the rest of it: tools, finds, results. Now this is going to be made up, right? Like I'm making something completely. I'm pulling it out of the sky because nothing really actually happened. So the results are going to be stating what caused, because remember I said what my I set up what my purpose was right here. What I am going to be doing is digging up artifacts from a catastrophic event that took place in the little town uh, of St. Martinville, Louisiana. And my dig team, they're going to help me discover what actually took place here. Okay, so I'm stating my purpose, which is my objective. And that is, I put it in bold so you can see it, but you're not going to put yours in bold. Okay. The results, we're going to be stating what caused the destruction of the school based on artifacts. Now, could they be wrong? Could I be wrong? Of course. Remember, our archaeologists only propose a theory and then it needs to be tested. Okay. And so lastly is my conclusion. My conclusion. This is going to restate everything from the essay in a summary form, okay, in just a few sentences. We're not adding a bunch of details, but we are saying like an overview of what took place. We're going to mention the main characters, mention what our purpose was, mention that we had some tools, that we found some interesting finds that determined whatever caused the destruction. And that is going to be all wrapped up in the conclusion. And so these are the portions of your essay that you're going to need to have. And remember, you are writing in first person. So using I, me, my, all of those pronouns are what you should be using. First person. I, me, my, we, etc. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can always post your comments in the Google Classroom assignment, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. This rough draft, our first draft, is due today. So please do not play around. This is due today. Okay. And then on Monday, we will complete the final draft. Okay, guys, you guys have a beautiful and wonderful Friday, and I will see you. I will see you very soon on Monday. Bye bye.